Cody. Okay, picker. Coco. Okay, Coco. Oh, it's hot in here. Phew. Oh, my buddy Cody. Yeah. Hey, Diane. I'm trying my surprise unannounced live to see how it works. Hi, Jane. Hey, Chris. We'll see. I think you get notifications. I don't know. I don't think I've subscribed. Can't say it. Subscribed to anybody on YouTube, so I don't like get that feature. I think I'm having a hot flash in here. I don't know. It's warm in here. Might have to open the window or something. Oh yes, Chris. I mean, can you kind of tell? Like, I feel so much better. Like, I don't have to act or hide things, about what's really going on here. So I'm I'm excited. And today, I told Cody, I've told him past few days, I said, we're going home, buddy. I'm so excited. So next week, hi Angela. Yay, I'm glad you came in. So in a week or so, I'm going to go up to Tennessee to my mom's. She's going to visit her oldest daughter in Indiana. So I am actually going to pack some stuff to take so it's not a wasted trip up there. And then it's really nice that I can work while I'm up there. So, of course, I'm going to go up and look at the lot. I know what lot it is, but I'm still going to go and look. Yeah, my mom's happy. She she said a while ago, she wanted me back there, and it's lonely for her. Like when we first came here, she thought maybe she'd get an apartment down here, but that isn't the case. So I just the last time Cody got sick, that was like an eye opener, and I was like, I need people for support. I was really worried, and I had nobody to like help me, and that's scary, you know? She's fine, Chris. I was worried about telling the people, the person we rent from, the slot. And I figured it was best if I went in to talk to him alone while she was out of town. And I talked to him, and he was super nice. At the end, he gave me a hug, because I had tears. I was like, it's a lot harder for me here because everything costs more. Hi, Renee. And I told him, you know, I'm like, I didn't want to come down here. I wasn't being rude, I'm just being truthful. I kind of had to. So I've just tried to make the best of it, and it's not working. But that was a bunch of anxiety lifted right there. And then, I told her, and she'll probably stay here. I mean, she's more established here. She's been down here like a year and a half. This is where she's worked and lived. And me, I was just coming from where I was kind of, established from. Not established, but you know what I mean. I had my um, chiropractor and my hairstylist, which, by the way, I know you probably all know, but I've been so excited because my mom made an appointment like a month ago for me to get in with my hairstylist in Tennessee. So that is why, really, I was going up to Tennessee for my hair appointment. And my mom is so kind that she is treating me to getting my hair highlighted. So I'm not really sure. I'm going to talk to the hair lady and see, what I'm going to do. But I'm excited. Yes, I did. Can you see it? It was this tooth. And remember, it looked chipped. But I have a cavity down here. I don't even want to talk about it. I have cavities. No, I'm not going to go. North Face is still far. I think I will look for something in Morristown. I know they pay better in Sevierville, but it's just I still like Sevierville. Like if I could have found a place to live in Sevierville, I like it. But I'm just, Morristown is a nice sized town. I really like Morristown, and I love, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to Dutch Bros. Okay, I call it Dutch Bros. I know my sister, she goes, it's Dutch Brothers. I said, I don't care. It's it's Dutch Bros. It's actually Bros. So, and there's Dunkin', and Morristown has Walmart. They have three of them, and it's normal roads. Hi, Diana. Um, so yeah, I like Silva, like I said, but it's just too much on my car. I've been worried, like the roads. It's like people just throw a house anywhere on the side of a mountain, and let's put some crappy roads to get up to it. So, but I'm excited to go to Tennessee, and I'll have my mom's apartment for a while, so as long as I want, so it'll feel like I'm in a mansion. Oh yeah, I've heard of Jefferson City. I don't think I've been to Jefferson City, but I like Morristown. Oh, yes, for sure. I do feel loved. I had tears, and I'm not going to get tears anymore because I had to tell Cody they're happy tears. I don't want him to get like, upset. But I knew this was the only way I'd get to go back because there's just there was no way. And I almost deleted that video after I put it up. But I know for Cody, I'm like, I've got to try because we need to go back. And that lot opened up a few weeks ago, and it made me feel so good because people there said, we miss seeing Melissa and Cody, and they liked us. That makes me feel good. Not that I knew they wouldn't. I'm not loud. I don't have parties. You know, but that made me feel so good. And my friend was actually up at the lot today, and she texted. I was just so happy because she's like, "Oh, it's so nice up here. Your lot's nice, and Cody's gonna have all this grass, and that's big for me. And he's gonna get to see his friends again." Hi from Argentina. Missed something there, but yeah, I just feel like I can breathe, and like a big weight has been lifted. Hi, Angela. It's just I I don't know. So somebody commented on my video and said, well, that's why you need to think before you move somewhere. And I was like, I'm not really sure if you listened to my whole video, but I kind of explain in there. I did think things through. That's why I didn't want to come. I always have like this intuition, and it's usually right. It usually turns out right. I mean, if you're going to move somewhere that costs more, it's going to be harder. And gas being expensive, and the miles to Walmart. Yes, Cody is good. He is doing good. But yeah, when I go up to Tennessee, I'm sure I will. I plan on doing more videos this month. I know somebody on here said 40 is open, but when I go back to Tennessee in a week for a while, I am not going on 40. Just because I just don't. I thought they had like a section done and then like part of it washed out again. So I'm like, I'll wait a while. Oh, what's this? What's this? By the New York City firefighter, you're bound to meet a coffee. Well, thank you for that. That's so funny. New York firefighter. I know, I just wonder, they're all Italians are over in New York. But yeah, I'm so happy, and you guys already know you're amazing, and me and Cody love you. Not in a weird way, but we love you guys. Hey, Gloria. Regina, you mean can Cody stay at my mom's place? Like dogs are allowed? Yeah, they keep going back and forth. I think, I don't know what's going on with them, but one time they say, oh, it's okay, then they don't. My mom says she doesn't really give a crap. So I can't believe she said that. It's like, okay. But he's allowed, and we're gonna stay there as long as we want. Just let me see. What's this now? Thank you, Chris. And I definitely, I know we'll be happier. And I realize, no place is ever going to be perfect, but you just weigh the pros and cons. And that's what I've done. And that's what I told that person. I said, that's what I did before I came here. I didn't want to. I tried to be okay when I got here. Some people saw through that, but it just, when I first came here, I cried the first few days. I won't lie. I did. I felt like, I don't know, I felt like sick. I just felt like it wasn't gonna be home. I don't know. And it's nothing about it here. I don't know. I'm just so surrounded by people. And the neighbors up, like, by me are really nice. Yeah, my mom is taking her cat because, number one, she bought all that stuff for him. When I went over there that one time, remember, she was showing me the stroller and the stuff to take her in the car. Plus, I told her I can't commit to being at her apartment for a month with Cody. Oh, thank you, whoever did that. Lizzie, thank you for that sticker. Or whatever it is. I don't know what you call it. But yeah, so she's taking Yoda. Yeah, Diana, now see, that is the this this kind of what I wanted to avoid. I don't see, I couldn't tell you guys, but in the days leading up to me leaving, it was like probably 3 days, and I actually told my mom that I think they had already moved this house down here on the lot. I told my mom, I said, Molly can have the blue roof house. I said, just leave your house here and I will stay here. That was my last, but I'm past that. I know she just was doing what she thought was right at the time, but she realizes now, no. But yeah, Diana, my mom we're getting the same hauler that brought the house down. Now, my first concern was, how is he going to get here? But that's his job, right? That's his job to worry about. Because he can't go on 40. It's too wide. And I don't think he's allowed on 441. So, I don't know. But my mom has somebody there. She's been helping that way because, I'm working and stuff. So I'm just trying to breathe and not get too stressed for this thing. So we have the same hauler, and he has to get things done. Like, he's moving his tiny house, and then I'm gonna get him to move my house. It'll probably be a few weeks. But yeah, I have somebody to hook up the house when I get there. Now down here, I was like, uh-oh, because I don't know anybody. But then I thought, oh, when we moved here, my sister had these guys that hooked up her house. So I'm like, well, they hooked up her house. Surely they can unhook it. So I'll have them. I'll have to see. I have an idea of what the other people charge. It's kind of why I did my GoFundMe that way. And you'll notice I'm just leaving my GoFundMe up for a little bit longer. I mean, I'm beyond blessed that I can't believe it didn't even take 24 hours. And I just well, somebody told me, do you think you should do the amount different for more in case a problem arises? And I'm not, but that's why I said I'm leaving that up for a little bit, but I'm hoping and praying nothing does. Like, I saw the tires, and I was worried because my sister's on her house, the tire's flat. So I was looking at mine and they looked okay. So that's one thing. Oh, Jeremiah. Yeah, it is. I like it. It's actually from my sister's store. She got it for me a few months ago. Okay, just found another. Would you be here in North Carolina when he comes to hook up your house? Yeah, I'm assuming so, Chris. I think so. Because, Sandra, I kind of explained that in my video. This isn't my house. And my mom was moving this house down by my sister. That's what she wanted to do. I always keep all my text messages between us all because I know how things go. But I clearly said, why do I have to move down here with you? And mainly it was because she said she had to have me live next to her because Gracie howls. And she can't have anybody next to her but me because they would complain. And yeah, of course Gracie passed. But yeah, I did explain that. I don't really understand why that's kind of hard to understand. I mean, she was moving the house here. I had nowhere to go. I didn't have anywhere to rent. I have Cody. So it's like I had to go or take off in my car to live. And I didn't feel like that's right for Cody. So I came here reluctantly, and I didn't talk to my mom for a while when I moved here, to be honest. I didn't. I was pretty mad about all this. I felt like that was nobody's decision to make but mine. But I realize now that, they thought it was for the best. And yes, I know, Gail. I feel it. I told my friends, I said, sometimes you feel like strangers care more about your happiness than your family. Gloria, the GoFundMe is linked in my bio. Like, I couldn't get it on my video, so I just put it in my profile in the bio. There's links like my PayPal and stuff. It's in there. But yeah, I know I'm loved, Gail. But I'm hoping, I don't think I would necessarily follow the house back, because that's kind of stressful for me, because that's what I live in, and my anxiety, I'm afraid, I don't want them to wreck it. So, yeah, I mean, I I couldn't have said it anymore that I didn't want to go. I'm trying not to focus on that. I'm Oh, Sandra, well, I kind of still was watching. I did like 3 videos, and it took me a day. Um, took me about a day to decide which video to post. I didn't want to come across as saying anything against anybody, but I just, I didn't say everything, but on here I feel like I can. That's a relief because I can be more honest. But, like I said, I have my text messages, and I'm like, I don't want to. um, but yeah, Gracie howls, and honestly, when she howled, everybody out here could hear it. So I don't really know what I had to move next door to her for. I was like, why can't you just have Mom's house there and I'll stay here? Well, I can't. He's going to have 2 lots. Oh, Tenacious? What am I collecting money for? I'm going back home to Tennessee. And my latest video I did, it'll explain. I couldn't really say for a while, but now it's kind of out in the open, and I kind of explained how I didn't want to come here. And I do love Deep Creek. I love it. But that's really not enough for me to stay. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. And I do feel like it's home. I just felt like that's where I'm established. And, my sister has friends here, and she hangs out after work, and they have parties, and I didn't go. It's just me here. And I love my alone time, but I don't want it constantly. Yes, Cali Cat. It is. I can't say anything about prices at either places, but it is cheaper in Tennessee. And the difference is good because Cody is on science diet now, so his dog food costs me about $130 a month. So, and I only get him I get him these, the wet food, and I mix it in with his dry. Yeah, Rebecca, I'm in my tiny house. They're both my mom's, but my mom designed hers. Well, it wasn't supposed to turn out that way. She didn't want the steps and stuff in her bathroom. But I designed this one, like the floor plan, all that. Yeah, Eric, and that's what I told the guy I'm renting from. I'm like, the gas is huge for me. Um, like 25, 30 cents more here. And I drive a lot farther to Walmart. And Silva, I like Silva, but man, it's the roads. I've been on some rough rough roads, and I got to be careful with my car. You know, it's all I've got. And I thought of that. What if I'm doing something and something happens to my car? I have nobody I can call. Everybody's 3 hours away. And, you know, if I have to, I could borrow my mom's car to work, you know, if I had to. And then until I get something figured out with my car. But I've got to have a support system. It's too scary. Now, if I had a ton of money and I was rich, then fine. I wouldn't care. Oh, you give sweet potato? I give Cody some pumpkin. Oh, thank you, L. Jones, for the prayers. Yeah, Lucille, that's exactly what I said before I came. Yes. Yes, I like my tiny house. The only thing I've never really liked, you guys know that, propane. So my propane was out a few days ago, and I don't know. I thought something, I don't know. We had a lot of wind, so I didn't know what happened because sometimes it says like it won't ignite. So I was like, oh gosh. So I do have one neighbor here they are super nice. So I called her husband and said, you know, because he helped put my propane tank on when I was real sick and Cody was sick, and I didn't have anybody to help, and he was so kind to come down, get the big tank. I can't even lift it with my back, and he put it on the house. So he was so nice. I offered to pay him, but oh yeah, Diana, you know, I am, because I decided this year me and Cody are coming first, no matter what. Because honestly, my health, I something's got to change because my stress, I'm the type I hold stuff in. Like I said, I try to keep the peace, but I'll tell you, I can explode after a while. It's like I can only take too much, and then when I go, I go, because I'm just, and I did stress several times about this. Like I said, I kept all my text messages. It clearly said, I don't want to go because the stress of the move. And I just remembered about steps. um, the guy was nice enough to make me just some simple little steps here. So I'm going to have to ask him, you know, maybe ask him if he wants me to pay him for it, because I'll have no steps back there. And we also lost my mom's nice deck. It's sitting in pieces here. She thinks she was going to put it together. I don't know. Oh, what happened? Yeah, Lucille, that's just in case something happened. You know, I know that, you know, knock on wood, something happened to my car that I could still work because, you know, I could borrow my mom's car. And actually, she said she might get a van now. And she told me, she, my mom has a lot of time on her hands, but she said she wants to get a van. And she said I could borrow it sometimes and go do like a vlog, like go and stay 2 nights in the van, you know, like van life living. But I was like, well, I think me and Cody would start off with like one night. See how that goes. Callie, honestly, I try to keep it simple. I don't think she's heartbroken over it, but I'm worrying about me and Cody. And that's, you know, I have to remember that's not, see, I'm such an empath. I don't know. I worry about things, and I need to stop because me and Cody have to come first, because nobody's looking out for us. It's just me and him. Hey, Rose. How are you? Yes, Regina. They say stress is a killer. And actually, there was a night a couple weeks ago, and I never know because I have like GERD. So, you know, sometimes your stomach, you'll get indigestion. And for a while, I was like, oh, because I'm 44, and I thought, you know, I need to just calm down because I don't need to have like a heart attack or something. But I just felt kind of funny, and I was like, oh, and that was kind of, I'm like, you know what? I need to just kind of relax a little. Anna, there is a lot that went into. Mine is an estimate, but that's what I had just said. I'm leaving the GoFundMe up for a little bit because I'd rather, in the end, have more than enough than not enough. Because see, me being that thinker, I'm like, what if something happens? Because last time there were permits. My mom had to get like all these extra permits and all these things happening, and I think the tires are good. But my mom did tell me she asked the hauler, so I know what that's going to cost. I hope he doesn't change his mind on that. But we know what that's going to cost. And then I'm kind of doing an estimate for the guys down here. I haven't talked to them yet for them unhooking the house and taking my skirting off. And then when I get back to Lola's, I'm paying the person there to hook up my house and then put the skirting on. Yeah, Paul, I mean, they just have like the dirt, the gravel. I mean, kind of like here. When I came here, there were some big potholes. I was like, my car almost hit it. And, I can't, my car's low to the ground. So when there's like those deep, you know what I mean, those big, thing where you could, like, bottom out your car. So, I don't know. I think that's included in it, the mileage and everything. Like my mom, she has the same guy that moved the house to start with. So he told her the price because I told my mom, I said, I got to know the price, Mom, so I can get this figured out for the GoFundMe. Hey, Luann. Thanks for coming in. Hey, there's 132 people and I didn't even announce my live. Oh, Chris, I already have you beat. I'm going to. Oh, I'm going to go drive by it. You know it. I'm just, I'm excited to, I'm excited to be in the apartment. I'll have a real oven and I have a nice bed because, my back is an issue. That's kind of why I worry about, my mom said, well, why don't you do some fan videos for your YouTube? And, but a mattress, I can never really sacrifice a mattress for my back. I mean, if I went like 2 days in a van, okay, but that's how I know I don't think I could ever live in my vehicle for that reason alone, because my back is not good and I've got to have a real mattress like mine. At least I won't have to move the mattress. And when this move is like, you treat it like an RV, so I can leave some stuff out. Now I'm definitely taking a load of stuff that'll fit in my car when I'm going up to Tennessee. My mom said no problem, I can leave the stuff at her apartment for now. And then I'm also going through stuff, kind of just seeing what I really want to keep. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, I'm sorry, Tracy. Yeah, I recently, about a month ago, I figured it was probably best and I needed to do that. I went back to get on my antidepressant medicine and I feel like that has started to help again. I feel like I just really needed that. And I have my stomach pills again and I have to go to the doctor to get my Zofran. I need my Zofran. It's an anti-nausea medicine and it helps like with my GERD symptoms and things like that. And yes, I already thought of that. I will definitely drive by. I was so excited today because my friend was texting me and she's like, we're all up here looking at your lot and you put your house up here. And I think they like where I live because, well, they love Cody. I know that. But they also know me. So that's kind of a thing, you know, because you don't know really who you're getting when you rent a lot out to. And I used to live there and I was no problem. So they know I'm not, I think I'm a nice person. I'm friendly. I don't bother people. I'm not loud. I think I missed something here. Tiffany. Oh no. What? They have a new property near Fall Creek Falls. They can. They can't. They aren't even done with the mountain. How long have I been in North Carolina? I got here August 1st. Going on 7 months. Yeah, I'm not sure about that because honestly, I I had to do a GoFundMe 5 years ago. And I was hoping that would probably be the only one, but that was another kind of emergency thing when I was getting divorced. I won't even get into that. I just won't even get into that. But I don't remember, unless I'm forgetting. I know they take a little. Yeah. Well, and now I'll be closer. I'll be 2.5 hours closer to when I go in May. I'm going to take a road trip because I'm going to Indianapolis because my daughter graduates. So I'm definitely gonna go up for that. Actually, I have that I have that to do too on top of everything else. She's like, "Mom, I need pictures." They do pictures for graduation. I'm like, "Oh, yeah." Oh my gosh, I have so many. I have so many. That's like the fun part. I can't believe she's graduating. I feel old. Like she just turned 18 in February. So yeah. But I'm super proud of her. She's trying to decide on which college to go to. She is very, very smart. Very. And she's always loved math. She didn't get that from me. Heck, I couldn't even help her with math probably past second grade. I think they were starting to do algebra. And she's like, "Oh, I love it." Yeah, she didn't get that from me. Oh, yeah, Chris. Well, I still kept, like, my P.O. box was for 6 months, and the 6 months was up the end of February. I was debating, and I thought, I'm just going to keep and get it again to have. And then they said they would refund me, you know, if I'm not here for the 6 months. So I do still have my P.O. box. I decided to keep that because I may get mail too, because, you know, I can't just not have that because sometimes I get important mail. No, it's not the same lot, and actually, I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, I liked my mom's lot, but it was the trees and the brush. I don't know. You'll just have to wait for the video and see. Oh, and I actually, oh my gosh, I have another surprise. I can't tell you guys. Excuse me. It's coming up actually next week. I'm going and I'm sure I'll do a video. Don't mind my hair. You know, I've been down here almost 7 months. I haven't had my hair cut. I went to one woman and she did very little because I didn't know if I trusted her. So I am overdue. That's why my mom was like, I'm gonna treat you to that. And I'm so excited. Reason did I move to North Carolina? Because I didn't have a choice. But I did try to make the best of it when I got here. Oh, Stephanie, tell me about it. Tell me about it. And I feel old. I'll be 45 this year. I feel real old. What is the new lot like? Um, well, like I said, you'll see that within, I'll be up there in about 2 weeks, a little less than two. So my mom said she's kind of hoping that the move will happen when she gets back. She's going to be in Indiana about a month, a little under a month. So she'll be back April, middle of April. But I said, I don't really care. I would rather have time ahead because I don't want to feel like things are out of control. I get that. Some people really thrive on chaos. I'm not one of them. I mean, I need breaks and I need time to think because I get very overwhelmed. It's probably the anxiety. And then I just kind of go into shutdown. And then I just don't do anything. Oh, good for you. New Mexico. I have never been out that way. Yes, it is. It's, yeah, it's actually up a little. It's um, right next to, remember when I went up there in September, I stayed at my friend, her Incredibox? It's right in that, up in that area. So I'm up there where all that grass is. So I'm happy about that. That's what my friend texted. She's like, oh, we're all up here looking. And she's like, Cody's going to love all this grass. And I almost had a tear in my eye. Yes, Stephanie. I, at this point, I just want to get back there and get settled again and just start to move on with my life. Actually, I decided when I get back there, the first thing I really want to do, not when I go visit, but I mean when I moved back, I want to go to Buc-ee's. I miss Buc-ee's, and Sevierville Buc-ee's is so amazing. And I saw somebody went to Buc-ee's, and I just want to go so bad. I like Buc-ee's. No, they didn't, Chris, but I know, um, but I know the lot. But they're just up there. I think they're happy to have me and Cody back. They're like, we miss you and Cody. Probably just Cody. Gail, sit, sit till someday you be no, Oh, we ain't talking about being grandma. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That better not happen for about 10 years. Nope. Nope. She probably won't want to have kids, honestly. I don't think at this point she really will be looking for a boyfriend. Let's just say that. She probably got some of her man haterness from me. I have, I'm justified though in my feelings. Let's just say that. Yeah, Gail, I'm not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You know what I think is so funny? I don't think it's funny, but oh my gosh, when people, maybe some people like this. I would not, but some people have like a grown child and they're like in their mid upper 40s and they find out they're pregnant. Mm-mm. Nope. I mean, you just get done raising one and then you got to start all over again. Now, maybe some people enjoy that. That's why when I was 37 and I had my hysterectomy, I was totally fine with it. I was totally fine. No, I'm not going back to there. Sevierville is still far. So I think I'm going to probably look in Morristown. But again, at least I have my job that I can do. And I know some people, I saw somebody's comment on here, and I finally deleted him from my page because I remember him from before. And his name was like Calvin. I felt like he was maybe from ITH. I don't know. Because he said stuff before, and when he said something here, I'm just over it. I've told him, don't follow me. Don't watch my videos. It's an easy fix. But you know what? People might say things about my job, but if it's paying my bills, then what does it matter to anybody? Nobody's paying my bills every month. And I'll tell you what, I would have been fired from any job I had when Cody was sick because you can't miss work because your dog is very sick. You can't. And I had nobody here to watch him. So I'll tell you what, and also with my job, I get paid right when I'm done. And that's a big thing. I don't have to wait a long time. So I make things work. And I'm pretty proud of that because, like I said, with my anxiety and depression, let me tell you, and since I moved here, there's days I don't want to get out of bed. And I'm super proud. I'm super proud of anybody that feels like that and you get out of bed and you go work and you live your life because it's hard. And people don't understand that. And I know for sure that guy has never struggled. You know why? Because when you are somebody that has not had a lot of money in life and all of a sudden you get money or you have an abundance of money or you're rich, whatever, you don't change. Like, it doesn't change you because you remember what it was like to struggle. And that's how I know he didn't struggle. And maybe everybody's struggles are different. Okay, maybe his struggle is he didn't get to go on vacation 2 or 3 times a year. I haven't been on vacation in many years. My struggling is much different than what he might think is struggling. Maybe some people, oh, I don't get to go eat out every night at a restaurant. So that's why I don't judge people. And I kind of get mad because I'm like, people that want to judge, go ahead, I guess, but I've never judged anyone. Yeah, it's hard to get in. That's why when I was offered that, this lot kind of just came up unexpectedly. And I was so happy. And I was offered it, and I was like, yeah. And I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I was like, yes, I've got to get back. Oh, I think I missed some. Yeah, it's Cody, I know that was the other thing. I mean, 2 times in the almost 7 months we've been here, and both vets agreed that it's the stress of the move, and he senses me because I had some breakdowns. I really did. But I've never had a golden, so I didn't know that they are so emotional like that. But he's been good on his science diet and that I mix with his dry food, and then he's on his probiotic every day. Oh, thanks, Jordan. I love my hat. And yes, you're right. Everybody is fighting something. That's what I mean. That's what I told that guy. I didn't see what that was last year. Oh, all my decorations are from last year and what people have gotten me. And I don't want anybody to think that I'm, like I said, I'm going to go through some things and get rid of things I don't need anymore. That's not anything that anybody's gotten for me. I would never do that. I've appreciated everything you guys have sent me. And I'm just talking like about, I have some old stuff, maybe like I brought from Indiana. So I thought, I don't know, get rid of some things. Oh, Diana. Yeah, I do. I think it is best. Like I said, Deep Creek is our favorite thing here. But honestly, in another month, it's going to be so packed here because it is a tourist town, and that it's already getting busy. And I'm like, mm-mm. And you move back home. Yeah, it's like you just know. I don't know. I okay. Remember the last time I was in Tennessee, and I stayed at my friend's Incredibox. I was up there a few days, right? So I thought I'm gonna do a little test. I thought when I go back to where I used to live, I'm gonna see how I feel. Oh, do I miss it here? Do I not? And when I got back, I just kind of had this feeling like, it just kind of felt like home, more like home. So then when I drove home here, I thought, well, I'm gonna see how I feel when I get home. And when I got home, I just didn't. I just kind of felt this dread, and I don't like it. And my friend that visited me a couple weeks ago, when she left, seriously, I almost thought I was gonna cry. And I know it sounds weird, but I'm like, I just would love to have somebody over for coffee once in a while. I feel so lonely. Like nobody around here's been real friendly or introduced themselves when we moved in, and except for the neighbors right here, which I noticed they're selling their house. So, who would know who's moving in next? How far is it to Tennessee from where I'm at to back where I was? It's about 2.5, 3 hours. That's because of 40, but I'm not going on 40 because I'm betting the traffic's crazy. 2 lanes, 35 miles an hour, and I'll let other people go on it first. I think I'll just go 441. I know my car doesn't appreciate it going up, up, up that mountain. I tell her to. I'm like, come on, girl, you could do it. It's only my car's a 2019, but I have 121,000 miles. I drive it. That's why I would never lease a car, because I could never have to sit and worry about miles. Are you kidding me? That's why I was like, oh no, I know I'm buying it. Yeah, I think she's staying. She's staying here. Her job is here and all that. So she's more established here than I was. Yeah, see, that's what I mean on 40, and that hauler can't go on 40, because they said you can't have anything wider than 8.5 feet, and this house is 9.5 feet. That's why we found that out before the move. So my mom had to get different permits because we thought it was 9 feet. So, and again, I don't think he's allowed on 441, going all the way up by Klingman's Dome. See, that's why I'm not going to follow the house back. Mm-mm. I learned that. I followed the house before, and I was like, oh, because he kind of went in front of somebody. I'm like, oh, don't wreck the place I live. Oh, thank you, Chris. And I'm glad too. I just feel like a weight, like it's been lifted. I can be back to, I'm an honest person. I don't have to make up lies and stories. I never have, and I never will. Um, Now I will cover up things like this, or when I was at ITH, I couldn't say the truth until I left. But I try to keep the peace. You know, I don't want anything more chaotic. I don't want things chaotic between me and other people. I didn't want there to be hardship between my sister and where she works, with her boss. That's why I went in and talked to him and was honest and nice. That was a huge relief. Oh yeah, Kathleen, trust me. I am so good about, I try to just stay right on top of my oil change. Always have, always will. Um, because I know cars can make it a very long time. And I had a friend, his made it really a long time. So I just, these roads here, I can't really wait to be like in Morristown doing orders, because Morristown is like a city. And well, Silva is too, but I mean, Silva's like just, it's just, let's just throw a house here on the side of a mountain, and then they put a real crappy road Oh, I went on the worst road ever, you guys. About a week ago. I was so mad. I went up to the house. Let me tell you, after I got on that horrible road, I just prayed to my car. I'm like, please, God. Because you know when it's like potholed all the way across and you hit it in your car, yeah, that. And it was going uphill, so I had to get my momentum going. Oh, it was hard. It was bad. I went to the house. I couldn't get to their house. I had like this much room between all their junk in the yard. And you know, I don't have to deliver there. I can totally take an order back and say, it's not even safe for me to get up here. But I was like, heck no, I made it out here. You're getting your crap. Well, and you know what? It's like my friend said. She said, you think of it as different circumstances and, you know, maybe you live somewhere else around here. You'd like it better. And I said, yeah. But I said, it's just, it costs more. It's a tourist town. And I just haven't felt like real friendly people. And also, everywhere I go, I'm like, man, can I please just stop smelling pot everywhere? It's like, what is this pothead city? I'm serious. I went in somewhere, I was like, dang, I came out of there, it's on my clothes. And I don't like that smell. I don't like cigarette smoke and I don't like pot. Although I had my questions for a minute. I was like, well, maybe I ought to go find some. I don't know. Oh. Hi, Naomi. Thank you. Yes, Michelle. I'm so happy. And I have amazing, amazing friends on YouTube. That's why I'm not ever gonna quit YouTube. And it's been my dream. It has. And I feel like once I get back, I'm just gonna, because here my heart just hasn't been into things. That's why I didn't post a lot in December. December was a hard month. And I had things going on with my daughter. And I was really, I don't know, sometimes I just get really homesick and kind of out of the blue. Like all of a sudden, I was like, if I had the chance to, I was like, I'd go back to Indiana. And I know that's not right thinking because I can't go back. I I moved 500 plus miles away from my ex. I can't go back up there. And my sister, my oldest sister, she lives like 10 minutes from him. Remember when I had a video when I went back to Indiana? I mean, I didn't really want to go out of her apartment, you know? No. Yeah, Bryson City is. Don't move to Colorado. Well, at least Colorado's pretty. And that, you know, it's fine, but it's like, man, everywhere I go, it was really bad in IGA the other day. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, this. And, you know, I don't want to come out of there smelling like that. You know, it was like all over my clothes. And I hate that. I'm thinking that's pot that smells real skunky. You know, that real potent. I mean, I felt like I don't know. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, you're lucky. It's really bad here. Even my sister, she's like, "What's with all the pot here?" I was like, "I don't know." Yeah, I didn't know that about Morristown. I like Publix. I think they're a little expensive. I wasn't thrilled that there's only Ingles here. Ingles is expensive. Oh, thank you, Regina. Thanks for coming in. Good night. I can't believe I've been on here an hour. I didn't even think I was going to do 20 minutes. Who's over here snoring? Cody is out. Can you hear him snoring? Did you hear him snoring? He is. And I can take him with me to do my job. You know what dawned on me when Cody got sick in September? I had just moved here and I wanted to not just go to work and leave him here in a place he doesn't know, but it's hot, so I had to. And, I just started working every day and I was gone. And that, I think that was stressful on him. Did you hear him snoring? He's out. But yeah, he has a bed made in the back seat. He's so spoiled. I put a blanket in there, and he's got his Lammy toy in the back. I tell you, it's just like a kid. I get a thing of water. I bring his bowl. We take breaks. So he's my bestie. That's why when I get back to Lola's after this move, I just want to be able to get settled again and, take 2 3 days off, not have to worry about work, and just relax and breathe from this whole move. And, you know, oh gosh. I'm sorry, Kathleen. It's stressful with our dogs. I just found it odd that, and when I took him to the vet, they never said anything about it being his food. They said it was more because I told them about the move, and she's like, "Are you stressed a lot?" And I was like, "Yeah, unhappy." I had some crying fits, and she's like, you may not know this, but Goldens are real susceptible. They're really in tune with their owner. So, yeah, Rose, I told him, I said, we're going home. And he can sense it because today, when I get done doing orders, I have our routine. We stop at Deep Creek and I walk him again. And he was just trotting real cute. And I love when he's trotting and he just looks up at me. And I said, we're going home, buddy. And I think he could just tell that my mood has changed. Kelly, you know what? I thought of that too. But remember, I had my, that just came back to me. I actually found it in my drawer. I have that thing from Cricket. What do you call it? That internet thing. Hotspot, whatever it is. But I can always get that hooked back up. But when I was out there, my neighbor has the internet and she's so kind that she lets me pick up on it. And I'm going to be right next to her house, so I did think of that. But I can always, if I have to, do Cricket again, but she has that, so that's a plus. He's snoring. He's out. I'll tell you what, if I go in that fridge for anything, he'll be up like that. Yeah, animals definitely pick up on that. But anyway, I can't believe it's been over an hour. So I just wanted to do an unannounced live, and it actually worked out good. Oh, oh, now I almost did just laugh out loud. Dating. Oh, you know what I am going to do? I used to have somebody's password for Netflix because I've been wanting to. I go on TikTok all the time, and I want to go and watch that Gabby Petito story, the documentary. I don't know if you guys remember her, but I always thought I heard about that back then, and I just thought how terrible that was for her. And maybe it's because I went through similar, so I kind of understand that whole thing. But anyway, I have to get Netflix so I can watch that. I've been wanting to watch it. But yeah, I will be back soon. I'm so happy. I just wanted you guys. I mean, can you tell? I just feel so much better, and it's you guys because I can't believe in less than 24 hours that I had my goal. And I'm not even going to talk about it because I've had tears today. I'm sick of it. The other day, my eyes were so red. I went out and I thought people are going to think I'm doing drugs or something. Oh well. But yeah, I'm so happy. I am. I feel like I can really be excited now. I'm a realistic person and I've had things fall through. So I've learned to not get excited until I know. Because I get tired of being disappointed. So, all right, I'm getting off here. I'll be back soon. So, good night, guys. How do I get off here again? I haven't been on here in forever.